Hello, in this lesson, can we learn how to simplify algebraic expressions using different concepts? The first one, can we learn how to simplify them using the combining like terms together concept? So for example, if you have a question like this, 5x plus 3y minus 2x plus 7y, and you are told to use the concept of combining like terms together to simplify it, this is how we go about it. The first step is to check how many variables we have here. So for example, in our case, we have x and we also have y. So we have two variables. So from there, we can combine the y's and we can also combine the x's. So for example, we have this 5x, then we have this 2x, but because it is subtracted, we subtract 2x, and we have combined all the x's in one side, then we combine also the y's the same. So we have 3y, so I can add 3y there, and we also have 7y, so I can add 7y there, like that. Then from there, we can take this 5x minus 2x because they are like terms. Then it becomes 5x minus 2x is 3x. And then we also have this 3y as 7y because they are like terms. We can add them. It becomes 3y plus 7y is 10y. And that becomes the solution for that question. Let us try another example. Here we have 4a squared plus 6a minus a squared plus 9 minus 3a. So, as you cannot form this one, we have only a is the only variable we have, but some instances of this a are squared. For example, 4a squared, then this a squared. So when we are combining the like terms together in this case, we will pick the ones which are squared on one side and the ones which are not squared on the other side, and then the ones without even the unknown on their own side. So let's solve it. First step, combine the a squared with this one, which is also minus a squared. Then the next one, we combine the a's which are not squared. The first one is 6a, and then this minus this 3a. And then the last one is this 9, which doesn't have any unknown. Then from there, we can subtract them. Since, for example, this 4a squared and this also a squared, we can subtract them, and 4a squared minus a squared becomes 3a squared. Then we have plus, we have 6a here, but we also have 3a, so it becomes 6 minus 3a, which becomes positive 3a. Since this 9, we don't have another value to add or subtract, so just remains the same, like that. And that becomes the solution for this question. Can you try question 3 and you see if you understand the logic before we move to the next concept of distributive property? So, on top of the combining like terms together, we also have another concept which you can use to simplify the expressions, and we call it the distributive property. So for example, if you have some variables inside brackets, in this case, for example, b plus c, and then you are told to simplify, and you have another variable outside the brackets, what we do is we take this variable outside the brackets, then we multiply it with the values inside the brackets. Like in this case, we have b and c, so we take a multiplied by b, which becomes ab, then a multiplied by c, which becomes a c, and that becomes our first formula. Then the second one, what changes is just the sign, but we retain the logic. So we have a multiplied by b, which becomes mb, then minus a multiplied by c, which becomes a c. But now the sign here changes because it is subtraction here. And then sometimes we do have more than two variables inside the brackets, but one outside the brackets. So in this case, we just repeat the same, and we take k and we multiply by all values inside the brackets. Like in this case, we have x, so I take k multiplied by x, which becomes kx, then k multiplied by y, which becomes ky, and then k multiplied by z, which becomes kz. So, with this knowledge, can we try to solve some questions relating to the distributive property? So this question 4, you are told to expand using the distributive property 3 into 2x plus 4y. Here, we will apply our first concept where we said if we have a into, I can even say x plus y, it becomes x plus y, like that. So here takes on the place of 3, like that. Then we have x, 2x takes on the place of x, so it becomes 2x, then plus this 4y takes on the place of y, so I can say 4y like that. Then from there, I can open the brackets where I have 3 multiplied by 2x, which becomes 6x, then plus 3 multiplied by 4y, which becomes 12y. And that becomes the solution for this question. How about this one? You are told to simplify 5 into a minus 3b plus 2. Here, we use our other rule where we said if you have k outside the brackets, then x plus y plus z becomes kx, because we took this k multiplied by x plus ky, then plus kz, to take k and multiplied with each individual variable inside the brackets. Sometimes the sign will change because, for example, here we have negative and here we have positive, and negative multiplied by positive is negative. So in this case, 5 takes on the place of k, so it becomes 5 into a takes on the place of x, then minus this 3b takes on the place of y, so it becomes 3b, then plus this 2 takes on the place of z, so it becomes 2, and then we open the brackets, so it becomes 5 multiplied by a, which is 5a, minus 5 multiplied by 3b, which is 15b, then plus 5 multiplied by 2, which is 10. And that becomes the solution for this question. And as you can see, the sign here changed because here we had positive and here we had negative, and negative multiplied by positive is negative. Can you try question 6 and take note of this negative here? Don't forget this negative, and this one will change to positive because negative multiplied by negative is positive. Then we can try some of these practice questions. Like, for example, let's try this question 7, where we say we have 2 into x plus 4y plus 3 into 2x minus y. So this question, we can divide it into 2 parts like this, where we have this left side and then the right side. And as you can see, in the left side, we can apply this, our concept where we said k into a plus b, to becomes ka plus kb, like that. So k takes on the place of 2 takes on the place of k into x takes on the place of a plus then 4y takes on the place of b. Then it becomes k here, so it's 2 multiplied by x, which is 2x, plus then 2 multiplied by 4y, which is 8y, like that. The first part is done. So we go to the second part. At the second part, you see here we have negative. So we can apply the concept where we said we have k into a minus b, which becomes k a minus kb, like that. So 3 takes on the place of k, then into 2x, where it takes on the place of where, and then y takes on the place of b, which is minus y, like that. And then when you multiply, it becomes 3 multiplied by 2, it becomes 6x, then minus 3 multiplied by y, which is 3y. And then we combine both parts, and we combine them using addition because we divided here, and at this point we had the addition sign. So it becomes 2x, let me write it here, 2x plus 8y, then plus 6x minus 3y. Then we go ahead and combine like terms together as we did in the earlier questions. So here we have 2x, then plus the 6x here, then plus this 8y here, then minus this 3y here. And then we have 2x plus 6x is 8x, and then 8y minus 3y is plus 5y, and that becomes the solution for this question. Can you try question 8, 9, and 10? And if you have any question, you can leave me a comment. You can ask me any question. I'll try to solve to my level best. And bye for now. Let us meet in the next lesson.